Greetings, fellow bridge lovers, and welcome back to the Bridge with Kai YouTube channel. Today, we are going to be going over our match in Bridge Brawl in the round robin phase against Team BridgeBabe. So this is a event that I put together and is currently still going on. It's being live streamed on BridgeBase Online and all the perspectives of all the different content creators competing, including myself, except this live stream didn't go through. So I'm going to be taking you through my live thoughts of the play in retrospect. So I might not be completely accurate, but I'm going to go through what I was thinking about in all of these boards in this match so that I have something up recording this match, because I forced a lot of content creators to live stream and this one didn't work for me, so I can't be a hypocrite. All right, but we need to explain what my thought process was on these boards. So here we go. I'm at the top, and this is also on the Bridge Brawl website. We have all of the boards, we have all of the scores, we have all of the history, and it's actually really, really cool. Isaac's put together a really, really good hand analyzer that is great for content creation because you can move the cards around and things. But let's get into it. So in this one, I'm at the top, and I'm hiding all of their hands so that, you know, you get my perspective only. So the way that it went is I started off with a pass. Seems completely reasonable. Oh, by the way, we're playing Strong Diamond. It's Isaac and I playing together. Pass, pass, one club from west. I don't have a bid, so I passed. And then one no trump on the east. Two spades from Isaac, and I'm just like, I have a 7 count. Partner's already a passed hand. There's no reason to raise. Might as well just stay here. So we end up passing out. And Isaac is playing this one. So really what's going through my mind in this moment is nothing, because I'm dummy, and it's probably a good idea to like save your energy for future boards. But here's how the play went. It went club around to the ace, which kind of tells us something important here, is that Noah here doesn't hold the king of clubs, firstly, and probably also, not guaranteed, but could also not have the jack of clubs, because that's also a potential play that Noah could have done here that would have worked out well for them. So we got 2 clues from that. So it goes ace of clubs, and now it goes 4 of hearts switch. And Isaac decides to play low, which I kind of like here, because you continue to think about things and you don't want to commit to the heart finesse. Like, there's a chance, since Moga here was the one who had opened, that they have the ace of hearts, and it's very unlikely that if you play the king, then Noah's going to have the ace. And also, if Morgan here has to play a card, it becomes a lot more difficult for her. Like, she'd have to play a club, which could set up the queen of clubs. She'd have to play a heart, which is leading away from her ace of hearts into the king of hearts, which is not good for her. She'd rather Noah get in and then lead through hearts. Leading spades also blows out the suit. Leading diamonds could also potentially blow out the suit. So Isaac is really trying to make Moga struggle here as much as possible. And Moga is BridgeBabe, so we're trying to make BridgeBabe struggle as much as possible here. So she decides to play the king of clubs and play the ace of hearts, cashing out these 2 things. But now we have both of these tricks here for us. The king of hearts is good and the queen of clubs is good, even though we have lost 4 tricks already. It goes heart again. And we also know that Noah was not going to be roughing this, because when it went heart small, it went queen, not jack. So if most of the time, unless BridgeBabe is being very tricky here, she would play the jack if she held both the queen and the jack. It's very likely that Noah holds the jack and therefore is not going to be able to rough this heart, even though you might be a little bit scared that Morgan was being tricky. We get a spade from partner, which goes around to the ace from Noah, and then Noah plays the 10 of diamonds. And here's the big thing about this situation, is that the auction had gone 1 club from BridgeBabe and then 1 no trump from Noah, which means that they've already turned up with 2 aces. They had the ace of clubs and they had the ace of spades. They can't have the king of diamonds. It's not possible on high card point count. So we know that Morgan has the king of diamonds, and this finesse is not going to work, but what are we going to do? Like, there's nothing we can really do about that. She's always going to get that card, so might as well lose it now. So it goes king of diamonds and now diamond, and Isaac decides to play diamond to the ace and then queen of spades, and at this point it's claimed down 2. But I strongly disagree with this line here. I think that the fact that Noah did bid 1 no trump, I mean, kind of has some sort of implication that they do hold the jack of spades. I mean, I think that Isaac also could have logically assumed that BridgeBabe had the jack doubleton. That's also a line that you could go for, but I think I would have gone a little bit different here, as I would have played the queen of diamonds, and then it would go diamond, and now we can take the spade finesse. But maybe this is me just resulting here. There is a worry here that if this finesse loses, that another diamond could be played and Noah could rough it. But the difference between down 1 and down 2 is 2 imps. It could very well be right. So I think that I would have taken this finesse here, given a shot. But that's the only criticism I have of the line. I think it's fine otherwise. And this ended up being 2 spades down 2, which did not feel the best for us. There's a lot more bridge to play. This is the first board, and the first board always feels like a little bit to everybody. Let's get on to board number 2 here. All right, so here we are with board number 2. Once again, I'm the north hand, and the auction starts 1 spade from Noah, pass from my partner, 1 no trump from West, and I'm sitting here with a very nice 17 count with a bunch of hearts, so I decided to bid 2 hearts. It goes pass, and it goes pass, and then BridgeBabe bids 3 clubs, and I was like, those are the 2 suits I don't have. I might as well double here to show my extra values, and partner decides to bid 3 hearts, which I decide probably the best place to stay. If both of my opponents are competing, my partner does the minimum thing. My 17 count is great, but my king jack of spades, very bad in the case that East has bid a spade because I'm getting finessed heavily. And the queen of clubs also doesn't seem like a great card, especially when it looks like partner has nothing. So I decided to stop in 3 hearts, and we get the 6 of hearts lead. Dummy comes down, and we've got to make a plan here. We know that we have 2 spade losers, 2 club losers, potentially a heart loser, and we also have diamonds to deal with. We could have 2 diamond losers as well. The heart loser seems very unlikely because if we go back to the auction, West bid 1 no trump. This kind of, I don't think this necessarily implies a heart stopper, but it also implies that they have values. So if East holds the ace queen of spades and like, I don't know, a club honor and a diamond honor, then West could very well have the king of hearts. I think it's also very unlikely that people are leading away from the king of trump. It could be a good lead king third because very unlikely to give away a trick, but it could give away a tempo. So the 6 of hearts was led. Also could be implying that Noah believes that they have a difficult lead and they're kind of stuck. They don't want to be leading away from any of the honors in their hand. So it goes 6 of hearts, it goes heart, and then I win the 9, and I decide, well, I need an entry back down to the south hand to take this heart finesse again because I believe it's onside. So I'm just going to play a diamond down to the 10, which BridgeBabe wins with the king. And a very important thing here that I think implies playing the 10 is most people will fly in with the king if they have it. And this very frequently happens with robots, a little bit less frequently with people, but most of the time the king flies in here if they do hold it. And that's why I don't play the queen, I play the 10, and that forced out the king. So I got a good guess there. And then we get a spade, which we know is going to go queen, and we also know that that is a singleton because Noah has 5. Goes 5 down here, 2 in my hand, 1 in BridgeBabe's hand. So we know that a ruff can be given. So I was expecting it to go ace of spades and another spade, and then my 10 of spades would be set up and I could potentially pitch away my losers. But Noah plays something very good here, which is the 5 of spades, giving partner a ruff, whilst also maintaining that ace of spades, so my 10 and my 9 of spades are not set up to throw away losers. So this was a very, very good play by Noah. And then it goes club, and they cash their club tricks, and now another heart, which goes to the king, and I'm already down, but I do have the rest of the tricks here, as I can finesse the diamond down, and there's no more trump left, and the rest are mine. Very interesting little play. I wanted to shout out Noah on that really good low spade play. And also, I didn't go crazy. I did not bid game on this hand, which I'm very happy about. So that was board number 2. Let's move on to board number 3. All right, so here we are on board number 3. We've got a very balanced 12 count. Ew. No, thank you. It goes pass from south, 1 club from west, and then I overcall 1 diamond, which for us is artificial. It's showing 4 plus spades and overcall values. It then goes 2 no trump from east, which I presumed was like a balanced invite to 3 no trump. It went pass, 3 no trump, pass, pass, so they make it to this 3 no trump contract, and my partner rightfully finds this spade lead, and the dummy comes down, and I'm very happy about this lead, especially the fact that we're capturing this queen of spades here. So partner led the 10. They didn't lead low, which should kind of imply that they don't necessarily have 4 cards in the spade suit, but I wasn't thinking that in the moment. So I was like, okay, we're going to set up our spades. That's going to be our plan for this hand. So it goes spade, queen, king, and it goes duck. And then I played another spade because I'm like, okay, great. Our spade suit's going great. And then it goes 9 of spades. And then partner plays another spade, which I'm like, okay, great. We're still setting up our spades. Great work. It's going to go to the ace. And there it goes. And now my 4 of spades is good when my partner's 8 of spades is also good. Outstanding. We've set this contract, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Once we get in, we already have 5 tricks. So that was what I was thinking. Then it went club, club, jack. Partner gives me a count signal here saying that they have a even number of clubs. So it went jack. I ducked it so that we can potentially be breaking communication. And then it went a heart, heart. And I gave my odd count here for my partner. Partner also gives odd count. So it seems like the way that it splits is 3, 3, 3, 4 around the table. And then it goes another club, which this time I take because I know that that should be Noah's last club according to my partner's count signal. And then I play another spade. And then I am like, oh no. The 8 of spades. We aren't setting this anymore because now they probably just have enough tricks. The clubs split, especially when there was another club there, to my surprise. Queen of hearts, like everything just kind of fell apart in the end here. And we only take 4 tricks, not setting the contract. So if we go back, Isaac said himself that he's not particularly happy with his play. He believes that after a spade, he should be switching to something else. Maybe a diamond, maybe a heart, maybe a club, maybe something. But anything but playing spades is a good idea from Isaac's perspective because the spade finesses me. And I mean, I did play the king, and then I played my original 4th best, which should be showing that I did, in fact, have 4 spades to start with. They did show stoppers in spades as well, so it doesn't seem all that unlikely that I only have 4, and this spade play is problematic. Yeah, if you switch to something else, like if it goes double dummy, like you can't switch to a club, I guess, because like somehow, like maybe I get end played in the end. But let's say like you just switch to a heart. You give them winners that they were always going to get. Now they don't have that bonus spade trick. They can start working on clubs. Let's say you actually give the count that you're supposed to. Partner ducks, right? And then it goes, I didn't want to lead out of turn. And then you play another club. And then partner ducks again. And then we played another club. And now this hand has been somewhat blocked. When I play another heart here, I guess Declare can do this. Why can't they just play the Jack of Hearts and overtake? Oh, because now you're stranded. So you would need to cash your Ace of Spades first, which doesn't allow you to set up your diamond. The timing is off. Like, you can play a heart, but at this point, you just don't have enough tricks. Oh my gosh. That is so trippy. Wow, that's really tough. And like, if I just lead anything else, I mean, diamond, clearly, that would give them the diamond trick, and the spade trick, that would give them the spade trick, so I needed to play a heart. Wow, interesting. Like, cut communication, it's pretty deadly. I mean, it's a difficult defense to find, I think, but not impossible. So yeah, very, very interesting situation. And I think the fact of the club being played here is that somehow you do get enough time, even if partner does duck the right amount of times. Let's see. Now if I play a heart, you have the entries to do everything that you want to do, because now you can play a diamond and you can get back to the south hand, whereas you couldn't otherwise, like, because you can do this to now cash out. And you can even be sure with the heart, because now you have an entry in the diamond. And that's enough. Okay, that's tough for Declare too, because they have to guess the diamonds as well. All right, interesting hand. More interesting than I thought. But the whole thing is that I know that partner knows that they probably shouldn't have switched to spades, but that ended up being 3-no trump in the East, making fun little hand. So that was board number 3. Now we're moving on to board number 4, where I have this balanced 16 count. We're playing strong diamond, so I open 1 diamond. It goes past. Partner bids 1 heart, which for us is artificial 6 to 9 high card points. It goes past, I bid 1 no trump, which is showing 15 to 17 high card points. It goes past 2 hearts, which is showing spades, just your normal no trump structure here. I accept with 2 spades, and then it goes 3 diamonds from partner, which can't actually be, you know, your typical game forcing 3 diamonds bid, because partner is limited to 6 to 9 high card points, and I make an error here and I just bid 3 no trump because I'm like, we potentially have some heart tricks, some spade tricks, some diamond tricks. But the problem is that, like, we don't have the points for game ever, except when partner happens to have 9, which is a little bit frisky. But even then, our club suit could very well be wide open. Things are very concentrated in these suits. I probably should have bid 3 hearts here instead. I think I probably should have bid 3 hearts here instead to kind of say, partner, I've got a heart suit. Do we have a heart fit? Could we play in game in hearts potentially? Because no trump does not look like a good thing. All of my honors are concentrated in the suits that we have length in, and we don't have stoppers, and potentially in clubs, potentially in spades, but clubs for sure. I bid 3 no trump, which was a mistake, and now we have to play in this contract where we led the 3 of clubs, and yeah, things just go bad. I'm not even going to really play it out. There wasn't much to think about. I was just pitching cards, and eventually I had to start pitching winners, and at this point, like, it's clear that they should play a spade. I fortunately guessed the spades properly, and then I have the rest of the tricks for down 2. Which, not a good board. Not a great look. Not outstanding. I made a bidding error there that got me to an atrocious contract. But, you know, things happen. So let's move on to board number 5, where I have this hand. I mean, it's an opening hand for sure, especially with strong diamond. I decide to open 1 no trump, which is 12 to 14 balanced for us. And it goes pass. It goes 3 diamonds from west. Pass, pass. Double from my partner, because shortness and diamonds, they want me to bid something. And then it goes 4 diamonds. I know you can't see it because all of these diamonds are blocking. I mean, sure, you can see the shape here, unfortunately, but they bid 4 diamonds, and this one just racks it up. There isn't really much to say. I mean, it goes queen of clubs, and then the ace takes it, so we're working on setting up our tricks. It goes ace of diamonds. Bridge Babe draws her trump. It goes spade to the king, and at this point we cash a king of clubs. We get the ace of hearts, and then it was claimed because, you know, there's nothing you can do. Like, she has the rest. So Bridge Babe bids this 4 diamonds and makes 4 diamonds, which is just like, what a target. She hit it. Boom. So well done, Bridge Babe, for bidding 4 diamonds. Unfortunately, there was a potentially better bid, which was 3 no trump, that our teammates ended up getting to. It went 1 club past 1 spade, 3 no trump. Just bidding it out there. Ron Smith deciding, you know what, 3 no trump probably makes. I have 8 tricks. Partner has 1. We make 3 no. They don't know what to lead. Just throw it out there. It was alerted, but I'm not sure what it actually meant. It won't tell me. But yeah, that was board 5. Let's move on to board 6. So here we are on board number 6, and here I have quite a good hand. This one is I mean, it's an okay balanced 16 count. So I'm thinking about opening 1 diamond, but I am in 4th seat. For us, we need to have 18 or more high card points to open our 1 diamond. So we would just probably bid our strong no trump in 4th seat. So the auction starts pass from east. Partner opens 1 heart, which is showing 8 to 11 high card points, 4 or more hearts, and you could have a longer side suit. It goes pass, and then I decide with my hand, even though 8 plus 16 could be unfortunate, but like any other number of high card points that partner could have, we just have the values for game, so I decided to game force, and this is going to start the relay process. So partner is going to start shaping out their hand. Partner bids 3 spades, which I honestly, you know what I did? I didn't even think the relay through completely. I'm like, okay, partner has diamonds. That doesn't intrigue me. Partner doesn't, like, if partner had spades, that would intrigue me more. So I just bid 3 no trump. I didn't even figure out what partner's exact shape was. Apparently it was 3-5-4-1. I just bid 3 no trump because I'm like, you're limited. I don't think we're going to slam ever. You've got diamonds. You don't have spades, so we're not playing in spades. I mean, the only other thing that I could be interested in is if you had single suited hearts and you would rather be playing in hearts. But you don't have that. We're playing in 3 no. That's just how it works. So I decided to bid 3 no, which I was happy with. And I didn't have to think too much because I'm like, if partner showed diamonds, I don't care. I'm going to be playing in 3 no trump. So now in this 3 no trump, we get the 8 of clubs lead and it goes to the ace. And we currently, if we count our tricks, we've got 4 tricks, the ace of spades, the ace of hearts, and the king queen of clubs. We need 5 more which could be coming from hearts, it could be coming from spades, it could be coming from diamonds. You have lots of options here, but I saw the most potential in hearts. When it went club, I saw the most potential in hearts, so I decided to just finesse hearts. And I also did something really interesting here, I think, which is playing the queen of clubs. And the point is, instead of playing the king, I wanted to make it seem like I had the club suit covered, and I wanted to make the opponents give up on the club suit, because this is the only thing I'm scared of. I would much rather them switch to spades. I would much rather them switch to diamonds. I would far prefer anything but clubs. So I want to make it seem as impossible I don't want either of them playing clubs. So if I play the queen, I'm making it very clear that I also have the king, and they have to do a lot more work to knock out this club suit if they want to get to me. So it goes queen of clubs. I decide to finesse the heart. That doesn't win, and exactly what I wanted happens. The 8 gets put through, which implies to me that, that BridgeBabe probably has a double tin spade, I would expect, because of the high-low stuff, or just doesn't like spades in general. And we did have 3 spades before. We did pitch a spade on a club. So now I decide to finesse this, and this is exactly what I wanted. Now I have another trick set up here that I didn't otherwise have. If they just played another club, I would be pretty dang dead, especially with both of these finesses not working. So then we get another club. I decide to pitch a diamond because I have tricks in spades and I have tricks in hearts. I start running my hearts. I'm still thinking like this isn't fairly likely to be making. Like, sure, all my hearts are running, but I also need this 4th spade to be high, and both sides very likely still have clubs, and I need to make a decision whether or not to try to play out the spades or to just throw out a diamond. I mean, I could play on spades and then throw out a diamond and hope, but I have a lot of pitches to do. So it goes heart, heart, and then there was a spade pitch, and I'm like, okay, very likely my spades are now good. They probably split 3-3, so I just played on spades. And then I was very happy to see that Noah had pitched from 4 spades, which, they were feeling the burn. They felt they needed to keep their clubs. So, I mean, in the end, they were kind of squeezed, because if they don't keep both their clubs, then, you can't score both of your clubs. So it would have been much better. So at this point, it would go diamond, saying I have diamond ace. You'd pitch a club. You would play another heart, and then you would pitch a club. And now what would happen is it would go spade. BridgeBabe keeps all of her stuff, and then it goes like this. Now, partner is the one that keeps everything that they need. So yeah, kind of a difficult defense there to get all the tricks that you need to set it, but that's how you can do it. That ended up being a great board for us. So let's move on to board number 7 now. So this one, the auction starts 1 spade from partner, which is 10 to 14 balanced, 5 or more spades. And in the context of my hand, I'm like, okay, that's pretty good. I've got spade support for you. So when it goes past to me, we have multiple ways of raising spades. We have a 2 hearts, which is either showing a really bad hand that just wants to stay in 2 spades, and it generally forces partner to bid 2 spades unless they have an insanely distributional hand. So if partner bids 2 spades and I have a really good raise, then I'm going to bid something more after the 2 spades from partner. But I can also just bid 2 spades myself and say, like, I'm somewhere in the middle. Like, I have a good hand for you, but it's not anything that's, like, interested in game. But, like, if you have a really, really distributional hand, or, like, a somewhat distributional hand, there is still a chance at game. So I decided to bid 2 spades here to kind of tell partner, yeah, I'm somewhere in the middle here. Let's see what you say. It goes double, pass, 3 clubs, pass, and partner bids 3 spades. And I'm, like, not super hyped about this 3 clubs bid here or this double. I'm just kind of like, this doesn't feel all that great. So once again, I tune out because this is not my responsibility. This is my partner's responsibility to play. But I think there's definitely some interesting stuff here. So it goes Jack X club, and partner decides to duck this because he wants to potentially get rid of this club loser on a heart. In the case that, when they get in with a heart, they might not be able to cash their club first and they have to do something else. So it goes club, it goes duck, and then another club. Partner decides to take it and now goes for this heart to try to set up the hearts to pitch away this club loser. And then it goes heart to the 10. And king wins, and then unfortunately for my partner, his plan does not work. Noah does have another club, and they get to cash that club, and now it goes king of diamonds, which you also really don't mind. This is kind of a good thing for you, because now you can play a diamond down to the jack to not even need to rough a diamond loser in the end. You just know, period, that the king queen of diamonds is with Noah, and you can play a diamond down and set up that jack if you wanted to. But Isaac decides to try to draw trump here, hoping that in the end the queen of spades drops doubleton, and it does not. In fact, it's very unfortunate. BridgeBabe holds both the queen and the 10, and now we're losing both of those cards, and now it looks like we're losing 2 diamonds as well, because if we play another spade, Morgan can just take this, and now can, oh, but she's M-played. She has to play a diamond to her partner, or a heart in the end. Like, if Noah was able to get in and play the queen of clubs, or if BridgeBabe had the queen of clubs, it would look very ugly, and we'd have to lead away from our jack 10. But partner does something even more creative. I really like partner's play, is instead of the 2 of spades, he plays the jack of diamonds. And this ensures that Noah gets on lead, right? And when Noah gets on lead, Noah can't play another spade because he's already shown out of spades. So if it goes club, now you pitch the diamond away, and you can rough with the jack of spades. You can now play a heart, and you get one more spade trick here. You ensure that you rough this diamond, and if they play a diamond, right, like you rough the diamond, doi, and then if they play a heart, Isaac decided to just play that they were 3. It goes diamond, heart, 9. And the reason why he did this, I believe, is because Noah did do a takeout double, which would generally imply that they have at least 3 hearts. And also, just pitching the diamond is right because, I mean, all of BridgeBabe's spades are natural trump tricks anyway. She was always getting those tricks. Very reasonable play here to get to down 2. I really liked the jack of diamonds in the end. That was fun. All right, and now we are on to the last board of the set. This was my favorite board of this set. It was great. The auction here went pass, 1 heart from me, showing 8 to 11 high card points, 4 more hearts, and could have a longer suit. And I do have that minimum, but I do have a very distributional hand, so this hand could be very good. It goes 1 heart, pass, and it goes 4 hearts from partner, which was absolutely what I wanted to see here. I think that 4 hearts is a very good shot of making, and 4 hearts is very interesting. It could be to play, and it could also be preemptive. Either way, I know that I'm passing because my bid is so limited. Partner has a very good description of my hand, not necessarily the shape, but he knows that if he has 16 high card points, it's very unlikely that we have slam, and he can just bid 4 hearts if he thinks we can make it. But he could also just be preempting with like literally nothing and taking away all of the space from the opponents when we knows that we have a really good heart fit. 4 hearts, it's very frustrating for the opponents to potentially get in here when they belong getting in. So it goes 4 hearts, it goes pass, 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 and the 10 of spades is led, and I have this dummy, and I'm like, oh, this is great. We've got a heart fit, we've got a spade fit, so many things could happen, but it's not all that simple than just drawing trump and claiming, because you have a heart loser, and the spades may or may not split, and you have a bunch of club losers to deal with. And the other thing is that when you are roughing the clubs in the south hand, you are roughing with your high trump, which could be promoting trumps for your opponents. So there is a lot of uncomfortable stuff going on this hand. So the 10 of spades is led, and we have to remember that the 10 of spades is led. This guarantees that Noah does not hold the jack of spades. BridgeBabe definitely has the jack of spades, because if Noah had jack 10, they would have led the jack. So 10 of spades could be a singleton, very likely also a doubleton. Does not have the jack, so BridgeBabe has the jack, and we know we can always finesse this. So now it goes, and 10 of spades, spade, it goes to my king, and I decide to start setting up this potential cross rough line. I play the queen of clubs, and it goes club to the ace, and then it goes club. And I'm like, do I really want to be roughing in the south hand? Is this what I want with my life right now? I don't think I do. I decided to do something that I think is a little bit scary, because it lets BridgeBabe in and potentially allows her to get a spade rough immediately. But it solves it creates a trick for me. It prevents the need to rough with a jack, king, queen, or ace. I decide to just pitch a diamond. And there's also the chance that Noah could be leading away from the king, and this could just be setting up my jack for a free trick, and I don't lose anything here, and I still have 1 less rough to do. So it goes diamond, king, unfortunate, and then BridgeBabe does not find a spade play. She just plays another club, which I take with my jack, and I pitch another diamond. I now start drawing the trump because now I can rough this club pretty much whenever I want as long as the heart split 3-2. So now I take this finesse. It works. I play a diamond back to my hand, and I play another heart, which works. And then I play the ace of hearts. And now I can play the ace of spades. And also another thing that did happen is BridgeBabe did play the ace of diamonds. So I know my king of diamonds is high. I also know I can finesse the spade, but the problem is that my 9 of spades blocks my finessing entry to the north hand. I always have to play the queen if I want to actually get back up there. And we also did see just here that Noah did show out, so BridgeBabe does have 2 more spades remaining. And at this point, I also was like, might as well just cash my heart here because I could be squeezing someone. If BridgeBabe holds the queen of diamonds and this spade, she's going to have to choose to unguard either of them. Unfortunately, when I play the king of diamonds, BridgeBabe does not hold the queen, and then Noah has the queen, and there's nothing I can really do here. But then it goes 9 of spades, and then BridgeBabe covers for some reason, and I get an overtrick here. So I could have gone about this a very much more complicated way, which was roughing everything. If I had decided to just rough this, I really doubt I would make it because it would go club. And then what? Like, what's the actual plan here? Am I going to be as lucky here? Like, let's say it goes low. And now I play another club. I rough it. Like, this doesn't look fun. And at any of these points, if I've ever played the ace of spades, this is getting roughed. I mean, it just feels so much more uncomfortable. Like, sure, that was a natural trump trick in this case, but another club could be played, and this is just bad because now I know that BridgeBabe is going to be roughing something, and I can't just, like, let it go around because what's going to happen is she's just going to rough. And right now, we would be down 3 tricks, and if another spade is played, another rough is happening, and like, things get really, really complicated. But sometimes, like, all I'm saying is that sometimes just doing a loser on loser play can really simplify things for you. And I think that really did happen in this case because I realized I did not want to be roughing my clubs with my high trumps here, and that would be very uncomfortable. So that was my favorite hand of this set, but it was a good set. In the end, we did manage to beat BridgeBabe's team 34-5. I think some very unfortunate things happened, like us having us make this 3-no trump. We got to this 4 hearts that was frisky. Those were the 2 big ones. Our teammates found this 3-no trump, so there were some big swings that went in our favor that were quite unfortunate for BridgeBabe. But it was fun playing against Team BridgeBabe, and there's a chance that we might be seeing them. As of recording this video, the KOs are still going on, so we have a chance of playing BridgeBabe in the KOs because we have now fallen down to the challenger bracket. So yeah, that was my little perspective of how the match versus BridgeBabe went, all the little thoughts that were going through my head in the moment. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I will see you all in the next video. It's going to be another recap of another match that failed to get live streamed. So we'll see you then. I hope that you're enjoying Bridge Brawl, so go check out all the other Bridge Brawl stuff. The content creators are making so much good stuff, and the BridgeBase Online live streams are poppin'. It's a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed. Keep on bridging, everyone. Bye!